Beautiful.
Is that all right? No ruffles from that?
No, that's all right.
That's right.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Fuck, here we go. I should just sit here and act cool, but I'm actually shitting myself if I'm perfectly honest, mate.
I want to happily set the tone nice and relaxed now, okay? Nice and relaxed.
All right, here we go. Let's do this.
Yeah, we'll go.
Good morning, Tom.
Good
How you
morning.
doing?
Nervous, but ready. I'm ready. I am ready for this.
Okay, I'm Dan. I'm your NICEIC.
Beautiful. It's good to meet you.
Assessor for
Good to put a
today.
face to a name.
No, definitely. So, Tom, this is your periodic assessment visit with us.
It is. My annual assessment for the year.
Contractor scheme it is. First time we've obviously had myself. As I say, I've been in NICEIC a couple of years now. And as I say, I'd like to set the tone, nice and relaxed, you know, nothing to stress out about. So, what site work have we got to see today?
Cool. I've tried to keep them local because otherwise we just spend time sitting in traffic.
No, that's great.
So
I think all we ask with site-based assessments, all we ask for is that it's a realistic snapshot. Because it's once a year that we only see you. We want to see a realistic of what you're doing on a day-to-day basis, so we get a good feel of what you're doing.
I'd say that's pretty realistic. It gives you the broadest range of, you know, it's a bit of everything.
That's
so
fantastic. You got these
that was the one you just,
This is the kitchen refit.
Little kitchen. It's only just down the road. Yeah.
Excellent. So I'm just going to go just check your details, make sure I've got them all correct on my assessment form for you. So next thing, see your public liability insurance.
Yep. That's my public liability.
Excellent, thank you. And again, it's important for all contractors that their public liability is in date on day of the assessment and it's still valid. Sadly, it's the only sort of major thing on an office audit that can actually halt a visit going forward. Without abandoning that public liability insurance, we were actually not allowed to step on site. So
what happens in that case if that happens?
Yes, well, to be fair, what I would do, I would give
quickly get insurance.
Yeah, no, I would quite stay calm and relax and just say to the contractor if he can call up his insurance company. If it takes in a half hour or so, I don't mind doing the office audit while he's trying to arrange that. Yeah,
around
so
it.
I mean, the last thing we want to do is a revisit, so I would never intentionally do that. So I would always try and help the contractor on the morning of the assessment to try and get that in place. But he's saying that we do often remind people, and it doesn't happen often, but it does sometimes happen. So, type of work that you cover, EICRs, periodic?
Yeah. I tend to use the old-fashioned paper. I say old-fashioned, the paper certificates.
Handwritten.
I just find them, when you're on site, I just find them easier to do because I've tried using like the NICEIC software and other software and stuff, but when you've got an iPhone, it's just too much hassle.
There's nothing wrong with the handwritten stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
when you go through site, they're just easier to write out.
People are moving away to the more electronic format, but I believe that's more for the final, presentation of the cert as well. But there's nothing wrong with handwritten certs, and that's fine for me, so don't worry at all.
Cool.
So, okay, the first three bits of information we need to see are your BS77 one.
So this is the folder that comes with me every year.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Right.
No,
There's the rates book.
Yeah, that's the current edition. Excellent. Your electricity at work regulations and approved document P, please.
Electricity at work.
Lovely, thank you.
Guidance notes 3. That's also the other one, which
GM3. Yep. Inspection testing on that's amendment number 3 copy as well, which is fantastic. And
approved document P.
Approved document P. Next thing to see is your health and safety policy statement, please.
I do. So I use a little folder like this blue one here, and it's just a handy way to keep everything that comes out once a year, because hopefully most of this stuff shouldn't ever have to come out really. Health and safety policy. Is that one there?
Do you have a safe arch-open lock-off kit, which
I do. I've got actually the other half of it is in the van, the multi-padlock kit, but yeah, just a simple lock-off kit like that.
Another important aspect of the office audit is to check your test equipment.
My Mega is actually in for Cal. I've got 2. My Metral is the one down there, which has just come back.
The MI 3000 Easy Plus.
That's it. It's a cheap test meter. It's sort of a budget end test meter, but it is awesome. That has got. If
you're comfortable with it,
properly,
and it does all the tests that you're required to do.
That's a calibration ticket for it.
Thank you.
My Mega is in for calibration at the moment, but it hasn't come back yet, annoyingly.
Do you have them calibrated annually?
I just get them calibrated annually, yeah.
Can I have a look at that? Is that okay?
Yeah. I think you can unplug it now because it's actually probably charged
up. Yeah. It's a common thing, believe it or not, we actually sometimes get with a run out of batteries on daily
I deliberately
assessment.
charged it up just for that, yeah. It's seen some abuse, but it's an awesome
I
bit of
always
kit.
try and encourage contractors to carry some spare sets of batteries, just in case it does run out on the test.
Yeah.
It saves you out to the shop stressing anyway. It's not something really, it's not ideal. Next up, I'd like to see if you've got a complaints record or a complaint system.
I do, and that was what I was saying about hopefully it stays in this folder every year.
And the big question is it blank?
It is blank.
It
is blank.
So you have a system in place for recording complaints, and so we should just basically check that you had got that in place, which is good. So thank you very much. Oh, I see your action plan from CDM Wizard as well.
Yeah, because always do CDM action plans. Yeah.
I'm sure you do, Tom. I'm sure you do. Okay, so that's a good cert, Tom. That's all fantastic. So the office audit has been nice and smooth because you've been organised.
Cool.
It's really helped the day go nice and easy. So the next section for us will be heading out to site.
Let's jump in the van.
Let's do it.
All right. We're going to head off. We'll see you on site. You guys have it so hard.
We see some people and they're just miserable, and there I am all happy, and it's like the happier I am, the more miserable they get. And I can't really, because I can't not be happy because I'm always happy. So I think it is what it is. So you've got to ride it out really. So you go to like a long, say I'm a whole day visit, and they've got a 2 hour or an hour and a half journey somewhere. And literally somebody just do not talk, and it's like an hour and a half of silence, and I'm trying to make conversation, trying to open up something, and they just give me nothing back. There's nothing back, no. And I'll try for half an hour, but you know what?
Can't be fucked.
I'll just put my iPad there, that's why I read my regs. Sport, they're the things that I look for, and they're the things that, on an assessment when I'm seeing like yourself, things that I look for is that you're conscientious, that you care about what you do, because that's half the battle. But when you've got that, and I can see that, that's half the battle won already. Because it shows obviously that that you do care about what you install and that you're safe. Genuine guy.
All right, we are here.
Let's do it.
Fuck, here we go.
Be fine, be fine. Don't stress.
Okay.
Nice and relaxed, yeah?
Let's do this. And this is how we've done the sockets, and
So I mean, this will often get talked about as well. What's the minimum distance from a seat to have it, for example? Some say minimum 300, some say a metre.
6, I always thought it was from the centre of the tap.
Again, you've got to look at the risk level here about what's the risk, obviously, of water splash. The main earth terminal is obviously over there.
Main earth is in here.
And can we see the connection to the?
There's actually 2 water connections. I left them both here. That's the water bomb there, which is a 25 mm.
Where's the other end of it,
which runs all the way down here.
So let's do the RN loop, please. So again, what value should you expect at the RN?
We would be looking for the same within a very slight difference, but we should be expecting more or less the same reading.
And if it was particularly higher, what could that indicate?
Could be a loose connection, most likely, I'd have thought.
It's going to cause further investigation, isn't it?
Or if we weren't getting a reading at all, there's a break somewhere.
Spot on, okay. And then lastly, if we can measure the R2 value, please. Again, what value should we expect?
The Earth should be 1.67 times higher. So,
and why is that, do you know?
It's just a smaller cross-sectional area.
Yeah. So what value should we expect around here?
We should get a quarter of what we had. So we had 0.2, what was it we had? So we should be getting a quarter, probably 0.06, somewhere around there. Ladder, I'll take it, but I don't think we'll need it.
We're not going to work that, are we?
No, you shouldn't. So the final 2 tests of today then. So leads have been nulled and we're now doing a ZS at the kitchen ring circuit. 0.49. Again, it's a B32 amp breaker, so it's below our 1.37 maximum permitted and below our 1.08, our 8% rule of thumb. So obviously we're happy with that. Next we do an RC auto test, please. Our highest value for 1 times is 39 milliseconds. I'll just record that on my phone.
Cool. Okay.
Well done, Tom. Excellent. You can breathe. BSY 3956.
Yeah, you do. All right.
Yeah.
I know, John, I thought you were going to try and question this man. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Okay.
Well done.
All right.
All the way back to your house then.
So you've got 2 minutes on.
Yeah, all the way back to your house.
All right, Tom. So here we are, back at yours.
We're done.
We're done. We've seen 2 sites today. So yeah, we've seen your commercial rewire and your refit of the kitchen.
Notice I'm a lot happier now.
He thinks he's passed, but
he's lulling me into this false sense of security.
I'm happy to pass you for this year. Well done. From what I've seen today, say it's safe. You're conscientious about what you do, which is fantastic. Your office audit was really nice, and it's really pleased that you go through today. Any questions for me? How have you felt the day's been?
All right, it's good. The office audit bit at the beginning is where I break down on, but once that's done,
it was quite smooth though.
Yeah, once that's done, it's out the way. The rest of it, I'm a bit more confident, cautiously confident.
No, that's good. I think that's why, from an assessor point of view, I try and break the office audit down into bite-sized pieces. So it's just one bit at a time. So it's not hitting everything. It's one at a time.
No, it was good.
So,
it was good.
I'm glad you had a good day. We had a great few technical discussions today as well, which has been really good. I hope you learnt something today as well. When
it's one of the good things actually about having a yearly audit is you get to ask all the questions which you don't know the answer to during your working week.
And that's what we're there for, obviously.
It is good.
Yeah, so that's fantastic. So well done.
Appreciate it.
For another year.
Good. Thank you.
All I need is your little signature. With the little totally on there. The silent dotted line. This is a little grey box for me there in your form.
Fair enough.
Fantastic.
12 months.
12 months done. Well done.
Good.
Well done, Thomas.
Excellent.
Okay, so today Tom's done really well. I feel that he cares about really what his company does, and he's conscientious, which is one of the things I look for personally during an assessment, as it really gives me a lot of good feedback. I also want to wish Tom all the best for the future, and we as the NICEIC will be there to help support him through. So well done, Tom.
So there you go, guys and dolls. That is, in a nutshell, that's what you expect on an area assessment. That's sort of roughly how it goes. So I hope that was of use to you guys. And do us a great favour, hit like, hit subscribe. Any comments, leave them in the comments below, and we'll see you on the next video. Take care, everybody. See you later.